He'll bring it out. It's Owens. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Gonna run it. It's Moss. Works his way ahead for three. They'll spot it at the 18.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They feed him again. It's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
This offense has it with really good field position. Out of the gun, the inside give. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Sooners are in the hurry up. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
And we get to break out the Sooner schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. And when these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
6, Texas A&M, 0.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Ball was loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And, man, that's the 2nd fumble of the game. That's day 1. Like, we go over this, cover each point of the football, tuck it away. Don't reach it out from your body. So frustrating for a coach. You draw up all these scripts and all these plays, and the first thing you do the first 2 drives is cough the football in.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll leave it with him. Hard running there. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And he stretched this early lead to 9-zip. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out.
And he loses the ball 2nd time today. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
And now this offense will take the field again. The give to the tailback. Runs through a tackle. Breaks it. Got some room into the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown Sooners. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16.
That makes the score Oklahoma 16, Texas A&M 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Another ball is knocked free. And they that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. The offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
They'll give it to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. He's going to run it. At the 45 on his way. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, It's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He'll pull it down. There he goes. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
That's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Straight drives ending in fumbles now for this offense. Guys just have to start hanging on to the football. There's nothing schematic that has to change. They've just got to get back to fundamentals, 5 points of pressure, and prioritize holding on to the ball.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Give to the running back. Plows through the defense. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. On the move at the 30. Turning on the Jets. The 30. Smashes ahead. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Here we go. A designed run for the quarterback. Fighting off the defender. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8. They'll go to the ground. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Coming out with it, it's Owens. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
And everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
They cough it up inside their 3, and they scoop it up at the end zone.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Sooner. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Owens. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball.
Speeding down the left side. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Aggie. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Getting set for the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offered the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Got enough for the first. There he goes down the right side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
fielded in the end zone. It's Owens. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Scanning the field, it's Reed. He's moving out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got a man, it's Concepcion. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Makes the catch. It's Concepcion.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Snagged in the middle. It's Moss. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. They just keep firing. Quickly to the tight end. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Craver. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Reed. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Burks. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Leaves it with the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Right back to it. Running to Green. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. And the Sooners want to move quickly. Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Sooners line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to pass, it's Reed. Got his man quickly. Turning it, just keeps moving. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Lost a throw on first down. On the run, still looking. Open space at the 25. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Got a lot of room to the right. The tag. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sooners!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. To the air, it's Reed. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Aggies headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Craven. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. This one's complete. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Makes a move. He's on the ropes. Wide open. It's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he made the extra point without problem. Set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams on being special.
On the move from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Comes the Oklahoma offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Makes the grab. It's up. Still on his feet at the 45. Running through contact. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. They go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They'll try the run. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness. And
there he goes. Got enough space. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Going to take the touchback. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Aggies.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Coming out with it, it's Burks. He took the risk, bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here we go. The give to the back. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of.
Oh, he's got some space. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
And how about this offense? What are you thinking as a defense right now? I'm thinking pass, bringing in guys, making sure I stay deep, playing for the pass, and they run the run right at him, kind of catch him off guard, get the big yardage, big play, first down for this offense.
We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Charcoal. They'll ride the hot hand. The discard, and he's running free. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Sooner. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Owens. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it... Picked off! What a play to set him up! Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They're going to run it to the right.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Sooners will hustle to the line. A first down run in the red zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. There's a top 10 clash. The focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Sooners will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Owens. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll leave it with him. And he runs runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Texas A&M going up tempo. Finds some fresh air. Turning it on. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The give to the tailback. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
On the ground, it's up. At the 35, he's open. There he goes to the right. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Sooners!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the ground with the back. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Dropping back, it's Reed. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Moss. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. He breaks a tackle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Texas A&M looking to convert on 4th here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped. Oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Got enough for the first. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement to get some points.
Texas A&M going quickly. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Burks. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This drive will open from the 15. On the run, it's up. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Here's the handoff. Shakes off the defender. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Leaves it with the running back. Powers through the defender. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team.
Now, 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Great place to start for this offense. Leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Rides to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. One final play before the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And more importantly, we've got an early barn burner as both teams have come out firing, as you'll see on the stats. If you like offense, this second quarter is probably going to be a game for you. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They want to run this quarterback. Got the first down and more. Oh, he found a space on the right. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Behind the chains now on second and long. Gonna run it. It's Tatum. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Can't get him to the ground. There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Sooners racing to the line in a hurry up. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooners! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the carry on third down. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
On fourth down, going to the air. Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. There's still plenty of time here, but huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early. Early in the game to get up a couple scores, that is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Owens. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Takes the easy one to the back. And he was running with authority, especially with that stiff arm for a solid gain on the play. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Moss. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Aggies will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Daniels.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Craver. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Scrambling away. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Slithers into space. Fights off a defender. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown Sooners!
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. Fielded in the end zone, it's Owens. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Concepcion. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Texas A&M.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And the extra point is good.
Oklahoma 35. Texas A&M 24.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fielded in the end zone. It's Burks. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Using his legs, it's Tatum. Runs through the tackle. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Running back searching for a hole. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Breaks the tackle. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
He spins that thing down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 25. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
1st and 10.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to...
Turning it on! Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Slippery slide, find his
This dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Drills him with the stiff arm. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Fires to the big fella. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Texas A&M going up tempo. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle, it's Moss. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Second and short now after that completion. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Right down the middle. Finds a man on the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get...
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
You got to be so careful, too, David, because on third and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Keep it on the ground. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the third play of this drive, third down, they're able to run it, pick up the first. They stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Hard running there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. Across the 15. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it to the right. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
At the 7-yard line. Brings up third down.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Power football with the run. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Gain of 2. Offense facing fourth down.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And as we get ready to start the fourth quarter, they'll open with a field goal attempt. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man.
Texas A&M offense will take over. First and 10.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going, breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Let's go. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Reed. Going for it all. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He makes his way into the end zone for the 2, and now they trail by just 13.
It's nice to have a running back at the quarterback spot, a guy that can make that second play. Looks like a pass. What can he do? He turns it into a run, finds the end zone, gets a 2-point conversion.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here.
Here we go, here we go.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
I'll say this, not a lot of coaching staffs out there would want to go for it on 4th down with the lead here late in the game, but they're going to stay aggressive. They just believe in their own players to go out and execute, and they did it right there.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. On the run, it's up. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Calls his own number. Runs through a tackle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him, in the moments, can get those big 3rd down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
The Sooners back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They go to the ground. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll go right back to him. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big
presentation of EA Sports College Football.